Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. It's a new day for me. Yesterday I recorded 10 episodes of playing the game. So let's start this new day. So, everything is now ready at the war table. So we can get back to the war council and check what's up the war table. And there are like these hour or 2 hour or whatever wait times at the war table, and they are in real world time, not in game time. So if you want something done at the war table, you can basically set it running and then go to do something else when you wait for it to happen. And let's see. So we have the 10 watchtowers ready. We have the 10 of high level ready. And the noble of concerns is ready. And we can set something else to be done. Maybe this one.
Let's see what we have.
What's this one? Look, you need to...
To work?
And maybe it will just to gather glory.
Let us begin.
So that's what we want to do now at the war table. And actually, let's see. Yep. I like. Next, we would be doing either the Templars or the Mages, and the recommended level is 4 to 7. But I actually would feel much better if we would have like level 8 team to do it. Because I feel that if you try to do those from level 7, you are going to struggle a bit. There are some harder fights where you are going to struggle if you're not at least level 8. So I kind of feel that you should probably just grind just a bit more levels. Should grind a bit more levels.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the voice.
But actually...
Later then. Stay safe out there.
Actually, yeah, I have been thinking about the skills that my character has. And I kind of feel that I'm not 100% happy with those. So let's reset the skills and rethink about that. And here, let's take the tactics renewal. And yeah, let's put the tactics removal on. Here. So, all ability points have been refunded. So let's see what we have in here. Probably I would... Probably I would need some kind of challenge. But... or some kind of... something that improves my God. Because God is so important for fighters. So maybe something on the lines of... like of maybe Warcry. Maybe Warcry is okay. We can help it. Yes, let's take that. Let's take the untouchable defense, so that we can have even more God. And this, it'll cost you, it's basically kind of Thorn's ability, so that you return back some of the damage to the enemies that attack you. It's actually very useful. Let's take his livid, as the idea with it is that if you fight in an area where you have more enemies, you are going to fight harder. What kind of... okay, okay, so we have enough from these three. Then something for the two-handed weapon. I think that the mighty blow is something that we actually use. Yeah. Let's get the mighty blow. So now we have pretty good Warcry, Livid, and mighty blow. And this probably is going to be easier for us to use in actual fights. So that's good. Yeah. And then... I really want to go... yeah, I'll go to Red Cliff Farms. Want to go to Red Cliff Farms. I'm sorry, girl. Sorry. The souls. And we need to finish the task of getting the horsemaster of the horses. Yes.
Good to see you, Inquisition.
Is... okay. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Watch yourself,
Let's
Inquisition.
over that we first have to we first have to talk with Bron about the watchtowers. After that, we can actually return the quest.
If those
So let's
refugees
talk
can
with Bron.
defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I'll
I
build
built
the watchtowers.
watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the Master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Okay, nice. So now we can actually go and talk with the monsters. And our was level 6, but all others are still level 5. So,
Those watchtowers will keep my farmers and your refugees a lot safer. I've sent supplies to the crossroads.
oh yeah,
Farewell.
we have not
May
done,
it be with you.
we have not done the other mission that we had. I was totally sure that we had done all of the missions in here, but I thought that because it was yesterday. Yeah. Yes, we now have to deal with the wolves. Yes. That's how it goes. And let's see what we can get. Let's take the easy target. I think that it's better to have fewer abilities that are more powerful compared to having more abilities that are less powerful. So I tend to get the upgrades when I can. And in here, nearby, is a rift which is very, very difficult. We are not going to be able to do it. So we are just going to try to ignore it. And here's the difficult rift. We are not going to be dealing with it. Instead, we are just going to go and do the demon wolf mission. And again, while we are going, we will pick flowers.
These must be the wolves Elena spoke of.
Yes, we got instant looks of God. Which is useful for me. Let's not this one also. The idea with warrior is that you should be like in the middle of the battle, counting enemies and taking most damage from the enemies. And with your guard ability, you don't really care about the damage. Okay. So let's get
That
further
cave
into
could be
the
the lair of our
wolf
strange
hollow.
wolves.
So we get some more wolves. And my yard is at maximum.
A demon!
Yeah, I think that this setup is much better for me. Much better for me. And my gun needs to be at the maximum.
With the demon dead, the farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
Yes. It's weeks. They just gather all the wood from the area at the moment. On leather witches. It's rank 1 material, so it's not great, but it's better than nothing. Let's go around this area too, just to see if there's anything to pick up. Is some money. And some weed. We take the moves like pieces, although I don't think that I have ever been able to finish any of the mosaics. The pieces are so, like in so remote places which you usually don't go. So, there's many mosaics which you can, in theory, finish. In practice, that's not likely. Okay. Let's travel to Rift Falls. So we can finally finish the mission.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
The wolves should be back to normal now. There shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
Yes, that place is done. Now we can talk with Master Dennet.
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with it.
Will you turn
You
to
sent your
Inquisition?
stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
Are you Andrastian? This is a matter of faith. The Maker would want the best to join us.
I've heard some things about you lot. Can't say I'm not interested in what it all means. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Haven.
Yes. So we got the policies and the horsemaster, so we got an agent. And we get more power for getting the agent. So that's good. That's good. Let's then go. Where is the correct cat? Where's the correct cat? Let's first select this is Throne Warden. Yes. Let's see what the Throne Warden mission is. It should be, yes, it's in here. So the Upper Lake Camp is the correct one. So let's go to the Upper Lake Camp and then try to get yet another person for our team.
Nothing to report, sir.
Yes. And actually we have some enemies in here, so let's deal with that.
Drive them out.
And the two-handed sword has area of effect, so you can just swing like roughly in the right direction, and it doesn't really need to connect with the enemies. Just if it's like close enough, it will do damage. What else? What enemies?
Kill that warrior!
And again, our guard is at maximum. And that's what we like to see.
Kill that warrior!
Maybe that's enough. Just random fighting. Let's go to Lake Lucius. Let's go to Lake Lucius. Simply. And what is one thing where we are going to be using those plants is upgrading our potions. It's something that we can do a bit later. Gameplay. Please.
Mages and Templars fighting everywhere. Great job, Blondie.
They will make this a fight, not us. Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwell? Warden Blackwell?
You're not... How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come!
Let's
Hold the wall, men! Then come to me!
You're dead, bastard!
I wasn't here to fight. Stop everything!
Too late for that! You know how this ends!
let's try to deal with that archer. Oh. Let's run away.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of Wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
I'm not here to accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwell. But this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a Warden. Maybe you need me.
Warden Blackwell, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This Warden walks with the Inquisition.
Let's see. Blackwell. Mystic Sarah. The souls. And let's see what kind of year they have. Like sword and shield. And let's give him a bit better armor. And let's he already has the out. Already has the out. Do I have any weapons to give? It's not much better. Not much better. But it is slightly better. Okay, but shields. They have slightly better shield. What's yeah. I can give her a low. Okay, no, not kidding. You have to be level 70 or something. Yes, give her this photo. That's okay. Then see, let's see what armor. Yeah, I guess that's okay. It's Solas. Yeah, he has the crafted armor that we made at some point. What about? And the garage stuff is better than the other stuff is that he has. So yes, I guess that's about the equipment. And let's now see how to spend the points. With Blackwell, we need to get the war cry. Simply because without war cry, the warrior is not really a warrior. Let's get the grappling chain, because that is useful to get the enemies close to you. And let's improve the grappling chain so that when they first get the enemies close to you, then they kick the enemy to do 200% of weapon damage. That's useful. So we want to have something with Prepare Shield. Well, Shield War is useful. Yes, let's take this improvement and then bear mouse the wolves. You can't be flanked by enemies. You are less likely to get staggered when hit from the front, so the shield protects you more. 3 useful abilities for Blackwell. Then Sarah. Let's start with Subterfuge. Stealth is useful. Let's take this Lost in Shadows. Let's take this Easy to Miss, because we don't want our archer to be hit. Then, something about the archery. Yeah, long shot is useful. Then it's the area of effect attack. Just from above is kind of useful. So here we have abilities for Sarah. With Solas, we have 1 point to spend. Let's see what we can get. Peace for all, threat reduction for our mage. That's useful because we don't want our mage to be attacked. We want our warriors to get attacked. Okay. So, the next thing we want to do actually at this moment is that we want to get back to the Forbidden Oasis. Forbidden Oasis. Why? The reason for that is that we actually need even more of Paragon's Luster, because we want to craft more items, and basically Paragon's Luster is the only level 2 material that we have easily available. So that's why we are starting to do that with this team. And in this area, we can't really do the rifts because they are way too difficult. But we can fight with the hyenas, which are level 8 enemies, but we can do those. So that's it for this episode. And I'm going to go around this area gathering Paragon's Luster, and I'm not going to do that on camera. So, see you next time when we start doing something else.